So, if you're struggling with grief over the loss of a person or a pet or anything like this is three ways that grief can affect us and possibly what we can do about it. And none of this is about not feeling the feelings. It's all about feeling the feelings. But because as much as we can choose happiness and choose what we focus on, this is part of that, where we can raise our vibrations back up again by choosing what we focus on after we feel our feelings. If we're sad, our bodies need us to release that. And sadness and joy, laughter and sadness release some of the same chemicals. So your body really does need to let that out. And I'm going to talk about three ways that we can think about grief. Number one, in my belief system, we are spiritual beings on earth to have an earthly experience. And that earthly experience can look a whole lot of different ways. And for me personally, I was a sick kid. I got better. I had challenges. I had relationship challenges. I'm a survivor of domestic violence. And so I have all kinds of grief, and one grief can bring up another piece of grief from something else, which is sort of what I was experiencing this morning. And I reached out, I connected with people, I had conversations, and one of the things I do is I let spirit talk to me through other people, because I do believe we are here to help each other, and we don't even know sometimes what's going to flow through us that's going to help the other person. And so being open to what a stranger even or a friend may say could really help a lot. But in that belief that we are spiritual beings having an experience on earth, one of the earthly experiences is losing someone. And I believe that we are here to have those feelings and have that experience. It makes for a much more all-encompassing earthly experience. The fact that our time here is limited. Anybody that leaves us and passes away reminds us that we are here temporarily and that life is short. That's a really good lesson. Life is short. It's true. Life is short. And in my personal experience, I've spent a lot of this short life living it. And sometimes I feel. I'm quite an emotional person. I'm an empath. I definitely can feel other people's feelings that they don't even know they have. I have that experience all the time. And so some of the grief, I have to ask myself, am I feeling feelings that she had, which caused, were it related to her passing? Am I carrying that for her? Because that's not my burden. What's mine is to feel sad that she is gone. And my prayer for her is that she didn't suffer too much. I really struggle to see, I don't avoid it, but struggling is something I struggle with. I don't like to see people suffering, even though I tend to put myself right where they are so that I can bring something else like joy temporarily to a situation. I didn't have the opportunity to bring what I know now to her. And that's hard for me. I don't know if I could have done anything about her situation. Probably not. But it would have been amazing to have a conversation, or it could have been incredibly difficult. Again, timing is none of my business, Esther Hicks. And all of this, really, this is my business. And how I cope with knowing my friend and that she's gone now is my business. And that leads us, sort of a segue, into number 2. She's still with me. And in fact, so much so that I feel that I'm carrying some of her emotions, which I need to release so that they can be recycled into love and returned to me as love, which is what we did in yoga today. So she is there. The people don't leave. My father passed away from ALS, from Lou Gehrig's disease. He declined for 5 years, and his spirit wanted to stay. And when he passed, it was difficult, but it was also, I get to carry my healthy dad with me everywhere I go. I believe that. I believe every yellow butterfly I see is my dad. So they are with us. And the most important thing is to stick with the love you have for that person, the time you had in your life with them. All of that is incredibly important. And so focus, again, it's that choice of what we focus on. I have some of the most amazing, life-affirming moments with my friend. That will stay here forever with her beautiful face. And I will focus on all of that adventure we had together. And number 3, I've kind of said this already, but if you're an empath, then it's possible that there can be feelings that are in the air, around the situation that we might carry. And it's important to do the work to feel the feelings that are ours. But the feelings that are not ours, it's a question to ask yourself, am I carrying my feelings, or am I carrying her feelings and not the positive ones, right? And if that's the case, then it's good work. It's good work to send that back out to the universe to be recycled into love, because then we are able to focus on the good of that person. And, we all can feel negative about somebody at some point. But what's the point, really? If we want to choose happiness and choose well-being for everyone, then we hold that well-being space for everyone. And trust me, I've had experiences in family. I have friends who have decided to end their life. I have had this in my lifetime, and I hold everyone in the highest regard, because the times that we spent together that made us the friends that we are uplifting, elevating, inspiring, motivating. And that is the energy I am happy to carry. My final thoughts. So grief is not a straight line. Grief does a little bit of this. And it will come and go in waves. And the key is we don't avoid it. We feel it. We feel the love, we feel the loss, we feel the sadness, and we then focus directly into the beauty of that person who is in front of us. It's important and beautiful that we hold each other up in life, not just in death and loss, but in life, the people in front of us. It's an important lesson, a reminder that life is so short, that we could lose that lovely person that we're having some, small disagreement with. Forget it. Let's forgive. And let's hold each other up and elevate and inspire each other to be the amazing humans that we can be, because that helps everyone. And I'm just going to say too, in the way the world is going right now, there's a lot of grief and there's a lot of suffering. And I'm acknowledging that. And what I do is my small part with strangers and people and individuals and small groups to try and offer an alternative in the moment, an alternative way to think, an alternative way to be, to try and make a small dent in what I can and make sure the person in front of me, whether I know them or not, walks away from me feeling better. That is always my goal. I hope that you can also make that your goal. Put a yes in the comments if that's something that you would like to do or you're already doing. Tell me about it, because that person in front of us is the most important person in front of us in that moment, and how we choose to be with them makes memories and possibly could make a huge difference in someone's life. So remember, life is short. That person in front of you matters. You matter. And that interaction you're having with a stranger, a friend, a family member, it all matters and will be remembered. Let's remember and be the good. Joy it forward. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm getting back in the game. It's a little rocky, but I'm there. Big hug. And if you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button and the notification button so that you know when I make a new video. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.